everybody, welcome to the stream. Good morning. I like it that it's actually still a decent hour here now that I do this, babe, because I'm not as tired as, say, if I was doing this at 11 o'clock at night, for example. I think that the morning stream will actually work out to my advantage a little bit in that department, hey. So certainly not complaining. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. We got some retros this morning. How you going, Philly G? Good to have you. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing wonderful, G. Thank you very much for hanging out today, man. I appreciate you. Oh, I just knocked my microphone. It's all good. Yeah, appreciate you, dude. Hope you're great. Thank you for being in here. Trying to get everything all nice and perfect here. Just about there. Jeff is in here. Chris is in here. Good to see you. I came on as early as I could, guys. I was working on the new music video and I kind of lost track of time, but I'm here like I promised. Got 3 games today. How you going, Zach? Gerald, nice to see you, man. Yeah, I've been a little bit away from the morning streams for a bit. I'm hoping these will be a little bit more of a regular occurrence. That'll also be up to you guys, of course, but I'm here. Hey, good Robbie. So Rob says, who stinks so much that Glass Joe beat them 199? So, apparently, the one guy that Glass Joe beat, ironically, was Nick Bruiser, the final boss in Super Punch-Out. So it is rumored. And I think Nintendo did confirm the rumor. I need to find the information before I give you guys the hat, though. Poor Jeffrey says he's on 3 hours sleep. Got home after 2, fell asleep after 3 a.m. And up again at 6:40. Yeah, you probably had all that broken sleep, probably because of all the stuff you're putting in your body, Jeff. Hey, going Quincy, good to see. What the ocean say the beach? Nothing, it just waved. That's not bad, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that's not bad. That's not bad, Quincy. Hey, kudos to you, man. Thank you for blessing us with a smile today, Quincy. Good to see you. Your internal clock got you. You know, I couldn't. It couldn't be better for me. Where I'm at right now, just being slightly in the future. I'm actually getting up early and going to bed earlier as well. So it's actually kind of. I've done a bit of a reset myself. Let's just hope it stays that way. But man, I'm sure you'll get. You know what? Sometimes all you need to do to get your body clock back on track is stay up for a whole day off 2 hours sleep and make yourself exhausted and then just go to bed earlier the next night. Hopefully that will be, that'll work for you, Jeff. How you going, bro? Captain, guys, we got Brian Krinros in here. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Welcome. Quincy says you're still the Facebook comedian. Well, you are funnier than a few people that hang out in here. I actually am a bit more grateful for your jokes now. We've had some people hang out here, Quincy, that have given some absolute doozies. So, yeah. How you going, Danny? Very good morning to you, legend. Thanks for being in here, bro. Welcome, welcome. Chris says you had a root beer float earlier and you really enjoyed that. Did you end up getting the A&W from the supermarket, did you? Oh, he had his first A&W root beer float. Oh, well, look, I just got the root beer punch in my freaking head. It's alright. He got, yeah, wow, that's cool. Jeez, I don't know why I'm off to such a slow start here, but it's all good. Yeah, so you got the A&W, or did you get a different brand? It's good. It's a shame we don't have A&W in Australia, G. Yes. I know, it's pretty funny, isn't it, Quincy? It's funny that you crack a joke about the beach, because the music video I've been making tonight, Quincy, has been about a rave party at the beach. So Chris says he got 2 cans of A&W root beer with your order from Canberra Candy. Alright. So that's where you get all your American snacks from. Yes, sweet. Ah. How much are they each, if you don't mind me asking? I'm kind of curious what the importing add-on is. Yeah, it's good. As I said, when I was in Singapore back in 2022, they give you a chilled frosted like beer mug, you know, kind of like the Simpsons style, and then they pour it in and then put the big scoop of ice cream in. What's it better about Barks or A&W? Well, I don't know what Barks is, bro. I actually, truly, legitimately do not know what that is. But Barks, eh? Yeah, good to see you, Phil and Zach. Thank you very much for being here this morning. Nice chilled out morning for the beat. Well, yeah, but I don't know. So Barks is a brand of root beer. I don't know. We don't have that brand in Australia. We do have A&W though in the international aisle. You can get it at most supermarkets. It's the one in the silver can. No, we got Bundaberg root beer, and we got the A&W, and I think we also got Kirk's Sarsaparilla, which is the same thing. So we got Kirk's, A&W, and Bundaberg. We may have other brands, but if we do, I don't know what they are. Probably Schweppes as well. I don't know. Do you guys do Schweppes soft drinks in the United States? You have Schweppes as well? I think you do, don't you? Alright, King Hippo it is. That's alright. That's not bad, because it is being imported after all. You know, I never really liked root beer growing up, but I have more of an appreciation of it now. Yeah, you know what? You just guys got me thinking about a really good Mount Rushmore question. And we did answer this the other day, but why not answer again? Well, what is the Mount Rushmore of sodas? There you go, the Mount Rushmore of sodas. That's, like, for example, I think it's Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and then I need another two big ones, eh? So, yeah, I mean, Sprite's probably up there. Maybe A&W root beer float. Dude, how good's cherry Dr. Pepper? Like, even the diet cherry Dr. Pepper, how good is it? It's so good. I wish they were easier to get in my realm. Yeah. Peter says Sprite, as long as LeBron's not doing a commercial. I think Sprite has to be on there. Although we're kind of spoilt for lemonade choice in Australia. We are genuinely spoilt for amazing lemonade choice in Aussie. We got Sprite, and then we got Schweppes lemonade. We got Kirk's lemonade. They're all fantastic. Yeah, they're all really good. How you going, Tony? It's great to see you. Thank you for being in here. Do we have RC soda? Maybe. I don't even know what... Oh. You know, we have like a lot of no-name brand freaking colas out there. I'd be lying if I said I remembered them all. There we go, we got him. You heard the Dr. Pepper recipe was accidentally made. Wasn't it supposed to be like a cough syrup or something? Hope you're going great too, Tony. Hey, you know what, Tony? It's really good to see you on a morning stream, buddy. As usual, we're live on Facebook and YouTube today. Thank you for being a part of it. We before you came in, Tony, we were just talking about the Mount Rushmore of soda pop, soft drink, well, whatever you want to call it. What's your Mount Rushmore? I think Coke and Dr. Pepper, 100%. Sprite's not my favorite, but I do have to acknowledge Sprite. I'm trying to be objective with my list. I think being objective, Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sprite's pretty, I mean, I think that's a pretty objective list, those three, I think. Mr. Pibbs. So Mr. Pibbs is like the Coca-Cola brand of, you see, the thing is we have Dr. Pepper here, but we don't got the, Mr. Pibb. So I think Mr. Pibb's only big in the USA. I don't know. I think it's only big in the USA. Hey, gone Terrell. Good to see you. Tony says Pepsi, Coke, High C, and Dr. Pepper. Isn't High C juice? I remember I haven't had a High C, I don't think, since I was a kid at the Burger King, or Hungry Jack's, whatever you call it here, but this isn't High C juice. I remember that used to be on the soda stream at the Hungry Jack's, aka Burger King. Hey, gone David, good to see you. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the best things turn out by accident, hey? Don't forget, I want you guys to take this quote to heart. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Because after a bunch of mistakes, if you keep grinding, sometimes you stumble upon an accident. It happens more often than you think, hey? Do you not think I've not capitalized from a couple accidents? That sounds so bad, doesn't it? How you going, Jared? It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming in. That sounds so bad. You know what I mean. I hope you're having a great day, Jared. Thank you for being in here. Yeah, wonderful to see you. Starting to get a little bit sticky, but that's because I'm moving. The room's actually a nice temperature. Have any of you guys started to watch Season 3 of Squid Game yet? Look, you know what? I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I know Season 2 was a little bit of a slow burn. But we're about 3 episodes balls deep into Season 3. And it was worth the wait. Let's put it that way. Hey, going Chris. Good to see you, man. Thank you for being in here. So, yeah, I just thought I'd let everybody know. Oh, well, there we go. Damn it, I missed him. There you go, my aim is worse than the bathroom. Just joking, everybody. And, Chris says, lately I've been watching videos of accidents that change the world. Oh, I see, gotcha. Dude, it just happens, hey? Like the Flaming Moe, for example, of The Simpsons. That's a, you know, the Flaming Moe. It's a beautiful example, the Flaming Moe. Yeah, that is true, Chris. But, I mean, look, you can forgive a game from 1987 for basic early 80s programming, you know, it's a different time, man. I still think this game, for its time period, considering what preceded it, was pretty advanced for its day. So, yeah. You know why I know this game is really special? Because a clone of this, or copycats of this, have been really, really, really hard to replicate. That's how you know this game is really special. Because copycats have been really hard to replicate. Being that this is such a famous game, an amazing game, you would think this would be copycatted out of the arsehole. And there's certainly a few tries and a few recent tries. It's not even in this game's league. Jeez, I mean, that's a good enough reason as any, isn't it, Quincy? Yeah. Yeah, I always have to play this every couple weeks, and plus, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I enjoy the game as much as I did as a kid, and I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the few games I'm really good at. Nothing wrong with stroking the ego a little bit, huh? Why not? Chris says, but no game on old Nintendo is as hard as Battletoads. So, it's weird, man, you know... So for what it's worth, Chris, I find Battletoads on Nintendo very hard. But I've also seen some other people beat it and make it look easy. So I don't know if we're just missing something or if it really is that hard. But I find Battletoads to be excruciatingly difficult. Quincy says stroking the ego always ends up in a happy ending. Oh, is that how it works in your home, is it, Quincy? Alrighty then. Tahitian treat soda. Well, geez, you're getting a bit exotic now. I don't even know what the fudge that is. Terrell says he plays classic games more. Yeah, I mean, I just, I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle right now because I only really play games when I stream or make content now. So yeah, that's all. No other point. I don't really play. Yeah, I don't like to sit on my hands. You know what I mean? So unless I'm recording a video or making content, I don't really play games anymore. I should, but I don't. I seen where one guy was doing something with springs and accidentally fell to the ground and it kept going down the stairs and he turned it into a slinky. Dude, that's such a popular retro toy, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, we could do a Mount Rushmore as well of old school retro toys. I'd definitely put a slinky on the list. I'd put on a slinky. I'd probably put in a pogo stick. Geez, man, yeah. The maybe a Nerf. If we're talking about the Mount Rushmore of retro toys, water pistol, pogo stick, slinky, and then I have to pick something else. Maybe a bubble gun, I don't know. Nah, you know exactly what his name's supposed to be, George. We both do. The Rock'em Sock'em... Oh, the battle robots from the early 80s. Fuck, I remember those from the movie. I think I only ever saw one of those at a friend's house when I was really small. But I remember the Rock'em and Sock'em robots from, like, the early 80s. I think they had one of them on the Gremlins, didn't they? Gee, sorry, man, my nose is a bit itchy. I think they had one on the Gremlins, didn't they? Yeah, I remember those. Yeah. Teddy Ruxpin, dog. Would you put the Teddy Ruxpin on the Mount Rushmore? I mean, Teddy Ruxpin was pretty big for 5 minutes, wasn't he? I don't know. I mean, Teddy Ruxpin was a legitimately crazy fad. But I think you'd have to put toys on the list that are a bit more timeless. Like, Slinkies have always been pretty timeless. Water pistols have always been pretty timeless. Like, Super Soakers, for example. I mean, I put Super Soaker in there, put Slinky in there, maybe a pogo stick. Oh, the classic cap pistol. Hey, you know what? Yeah, right? They were relevant for decades, George. Yeah, cap pistols. I mean, you couldn't go to any convenience store or news agency when I was young and not find them selling anywhere. Like the Cops and Robbers kit. They would always be selling those Cops and Robbers kits. So, you know, you'd get the packet with the gun with the caps and then the handcuffs and like a police whistle and all that kind of stuff. They'd always come in like a variety pack. You guys probably remember. In the 80s and early 90s, that's how they came as well. And then kind of by the early 90s, the parents started complaining about kids misusing them. So it was kind of the end of the era. You know, kids started getting irresponsible, hurting each other with it. So were the cap guns around before you even bought? I know the really, really old school ones ran off like the paper tape, but then they ended up coming with like the plastic caps later on, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember the really old school ones, they had like the paper tape caps on it, I think. Unless I'm getting them wrong way around. But yeah. Dude, I come from an era in the early 80s where they would sell replica guns that would fire. And like, so for example, I would have like replica toy guns. We're talking like 38 specials and stuff that would look like identical to the real thing, but they'd be toys. And geez, that was a... Obviously, like, you know, if you're holding one of those things on the street and the police can't tell the difference, yeah, they started making them look plastic and fake after that. But yeah, I remember in the early 80s, I had like a toy replica 38 special. It's like, Jesus. Oh. But yeah, anyway. We're going old school gangster on that one. Yeah, exactly. Santino says back in the day, realistic looking guns and candy cigarettes. We used to have I don't know if you had this brand in the United States, but Chris and Josh can vouch for me. We used to have because in Australia, a slang term for cigarettes is actually called fags. But that's also obviously an offensive term. So our candy cigarettes were called that when they first came out, but then they got changed to fads just to not obviously offend anybody. Yes. And then we also had like the real realistic looking chocolate cigarettes that were wrapped in like edible paper. How you going, Dan? It's good to see you. Well, yeah, because they could take out an eye and like cut the skin at that point. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of musk candy anyway, Chris, but I had them. Good to see you on a morning stream, by the way, Santino. Thank you. You call them squares? Oh, really? Yeah, they came in a little cardboard box, and there's these like white musk sticks. What about the Big Boss one? They don't sell them anymore, but I remember in the 80s they used to have like these packs at the corner store that kind of looked like camels. You remember the old camels? They looked like that, but they were like chocolate cigarettes wrapped in paper, but they looked like the old packets of Camel. You probably remember the ones I'm talking about. It's called a Lucy where you're from, mate. You know what Lucy's called where I'm from? Well, let's just put it... I'll give you a hint. Bonnie Blue's a bit Lucy. Let's put it that way. Lucy's a term used for Bonnie Blues. If you don't know who she is, look her up. But yeah, Lucy's a reference to the Bonnie Blue type, so we'll just put it that way. I think some of you guys know who Bonnie Blue is. Probably even have her OnlyFans. But anyway, moving on. Yeah. See, Lucky Strikes was a big brand in the US, huh? I don't think we had them in Aussie. We got 3 awesome games for you here today, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Good. I can only forgive me for only fitting in an hour and a half. I've got to edit and upload this video before bed, and it's going to take me an hour of work after this one. By the way, we've got a really exciting day for you guys tomorrow. We are going to do a street walk. So we're going to show you a street walk of the city that we're in, and we're going to go eat at this place. What is it? Is it run by ladyboys, or is it named after ladyboys, or what is it, babe? So we're going to this restaurant that's named after and run by ladyboys. It's actually supposed to be absolutely fantastic. I know everyone's fascinated by ladyboys. So we are going to like do a street walk, and then we're going to have lunch and dinner at a ladyboy restaurant. There you go. That's what we're doing tomorrow, and we're filming it. Just in case you're interested. Yeah, Dan. They're gonna serve us food and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully we find one that's like 6'8". Everyone's gonna be like, wow, that's a big fish. But we gotta find some tall ones. Oh. So sometimes they get as tall as Shaq over here, guys. What's that, baby? Ah, I see. Oh, right. I didn't realize it was a franchise. Ah. Oh, babe, thank you. Look at that. Moe just sent the first stars of the day. Look at my beautiful woman leading by example, everybody. You're not going to be outdone by a girl, are you? Don't allow a girl to outdo you guys. Look at Moe. Thank you, babe. What are we going to do for you? We're gonna say good morning to you. Here we go.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Thanks, baby. I really appreciate that. On YouTube? Oh, really? Well, that's alright. Probably because I'm starting at a later time now that I'm in Thailand. It'll probably help. I might start a little bit too early when I come on in Aussie. Yeah. And so Birdman says, is this beat or eat it? No, Birdman, just doing a regular morning stream here, hanging out with the homies. Hanging out with the homies. Birdman, now you know beat or eat it is just once a week. And on Tuesday nights, you legend. By the way, Cross-Eyed Bear Gamer, thank you for coming in, Benny. Well, I'm sorry, babe, but Dan has just come in and has gone, okay, mate, babe, anything you could do, I could do better. Dan has just dropped 1,200 stars. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Look at you, bro. Hell yeah. And what are we going to do? Geez, you're putting me on the spot here. That is super, super generous. Man, look, you know what? Hats off to you, bro. Thanks for looking out for me today. We're going to get a few going for you, man. Also this one. Dan, thank you, man. Wow, that was awesome. That was really awesome. Hell yeah. I just got satisfaction. So Danny says Star Party. I didn't even realize we unlocked the Star Party. Yeah, I mean, I never doubted you, Dan, but you just put the cherry on top, as we say. Hey, you got Shawnee the Great Gamer. Thank you for coming in. Honestly, Dan, the morning stream's usually just generally like a bonus. So you've already pretty much annihilated most of the morning streams with that, man. That's incredible. But I'll let it go now. I'm just grateful. Thank you, dude. My favorite game you play is Family Feud. I love that game. I'm so good at it for real. Well, I'll do the Super Nintendo one for you guys while I'm here as a bonus game. I don't have my consoles with me, and unfortunately it's not on Steam anymore. But I can still do the old school one, and we can have a laugh at the retro question. The reason I like the Super Nintendo version of Family Feud is because the questions are back from like 1992, and they're really dated, and it's just like a massive laugh. Yeah, man, I really fucked that one up. That's okay. Sean the Great Gamer says, do your best to beat Macho Man. Yeah, I lost my concentration for a bit there. My bad. Oh, damn. I shouldn't be getting knocked out, man. I'm getting complacent on this fight. That's the problem. There we go. We got him. That's two. What's a good idea for the retro gaming? What are you thinking, Shawnee the Great Gamer? Oh, you mean the Family Feud? Yeah, I think so. It's perfect bonus game material. But I'm actually going to start doing Jackbox games for you guys again really soon as a bonus. And I'm just going to make sure I play the ones that keep the creeps out. Because the biggest issue we've had with Jackbox games is the creeps. And so I'm going to do my best to keep the creeps out and just play the, I guess you could say the creep-friendly games. That makes sense. I don't want, like, people coming in doing, like, dick, balls, vagina, all that kind of shit. They can fuck off. We just want to have fun with the community. But yeah, I'll do some Jackbox games for you guys again pretty soon. Hey, on Asmo, good to see you. Oh, thank you, Asmo. Says, I enjoyed your video of the journey. You looked knackered by the end, but in good spirits. Oh, dude, I mean, I'm so proud of both myself and Moe because, I mean, we were awake for 28 hours in that travel. Well, not awake for 28 hours, awake for longer than that. We traveled 28 hours. We were awake for probably a day and a half, and we didn't get angry at all. The worst thing we did was probably complain very, very calmly, maybe 3 times. We didn't get angry at all. So yeah, lucky you guys get to cop it when you watch me on stream. Good morning, Eric. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, I'm gonna start setting up. Yeah, I'm gonna start setting up Jackbox again for you guys. Easy bonus games. And so Dan says, you're all some non-cranky people. Oh, dude, it's just... We're just a good team, man. Like, I genuinely think that I want to make my girl's life easier, and she thinks the same about me, and I guess part of that's just staying calm under pressure, isn't it, babe? Part of it staying calm under pressure. And hey, how do I make the cartoon the same as you? I make my thumbnails, guys, on ChatGPT. I make my thumbnails on ChatGPT. Terrell says, how do I think the new Terminator game is going to be? Jeez, you know, yeah, I'm going in without expectations, but I do feel like I'll be surprised. I feel like if I go in without expectations, I'll find it better than I thought. Let's take out I Am Mike, eh? And then we're going to go straight to Streets of Rage 2, guys. Oh, thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Hey, what can I say? I snagged a lovely lady 13 years younger than me. I think I did pretty good. Don't worry, I'm not quite as bad as Leonardo DiCaprio. There we are. Thank you, Fushi. Good to see you, bro. Thank you for coming in. Well, you know, I do believe in some of that, like, Manosphere Red Pill stuff, but not all of it. To be honest, I'm kind of a bit of a purple pill guy. I'm an old school romantic, and you know, I'm an old school romantic, but I'm also not stupid. I'm 44 years old now, and I see the world for how it is. And so, I'm not completely, like, corrupted, but I do see the world for what it is, you know, and you just tread with caution. It's like yellow flags at the beach. You're just going to tread with caution. How you going, Scotty Haynes? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Eric, nice to see you too. Thank you for being in here, buddy. Yeah, so am I, Asmo, definitely. I'm certainly no simp. I used to be. I'm allowed to poke fun at simpy dudes because I totally own the fact that I used to be one, and that's why I hate it so much. I never want to go back there. Mike's about to go down like Charlie Brown, everybody. How you going, Eric? Good morning, bro. Hey, so Fu says it's amazing what Father Time does. You know, I just remember, like, in my 20s and up to halfway through my 30s, I just remember I had my head so far up my ass. And then I think I had my first spiritual awakening, to be honest, probably in 2019. After my second midlife crisis. After that, like, I feel like I've only really been somewhat wise for the last 6 years, but I was really bitter for a part of that time, to be honest. So part of me in that time also wasn't very likable, because I was sort of coming to terms with, like, the truth as I knew it, you know what I mean? But I guess you older guys could probably understand. So Fushi says his head was so far up his ass it came out the other end. Yeah, I did the peekaboo trick a couple times too, bro. Peekaboo! 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 Oh, gosh. Alright, we got Streets of Rage, yes. How you going, Justin? Very good morning. Thank you for coming. It's an interesting chat. I keep forgetting sometimes most of the dudes here around my age. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was really bitter about, for a long time, the person, the last main girlfriend I had before I dated my lovely woman. But I took accountability the fact that I picked a terrible hoe and I moved on. Oh, thank you, Jared. Jared says great crossover. Oh, dude, man, look, I appreciate you enjoying what we do after all these years still, man. You've been here since the beginning, pretty much, Jared. Hey, gone, we got, hey, gone, Bronalcopter. What's that? Good to see you, dude. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're great. I haven't played this game with Guile for a while, so I just thought that'd be pretty neat today. How's the Moe channel going, by the way? How's Moe channel going? Yeah? There you go, Robbie. Good morning. Hey, Gerald. Hey, dude. There you go. Gerald has been a supporter on and off quite a lot over the years, but he's just put the cherry on top again. Gerald, I really hope we see you during whatever Wednesday. I know our times are a little bit weird, but even if you being from the UK, I can put a bonus game on for you sometime, like away from that show. I'd love to do that for you, my guy. So thank you very much. Going out to you, Gerald. Thank you for making the jump today. Yeah, I want to put a bonus game on for you sometime. We'll talk. You'll have to let me know what retro games you're into. You're gonna go cruising on his scooter later on. Jeez, that sounds like a fun time. I know. It's weird because there's some games, Asmo, that you were way better at as a kid, and then some that you improve on as an adult. It just depends what they are. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what retros you're into. And I know you can't make whatever Wednesday, but I'll get a bonus game on for you. Super Earther says I'm crazy for some Desert Bus action. You know, I actually do have Desert Bus on my iPad, but I forgot to bring my capture card, so I can't stream it while I'm here. I'm kind of pissed. I made the mistake of packing last minute coming to Thailand, and I left some crucial cables back in Australia. And that was a really expensive mistake because I had to spend about $40 to get a cable to get my second monitor to work. So that was an expensive mistake. I fucked up. You have Desert Bus on Steam. I didn't even realize it was on Steam as well. Oh, wow. Well, dude, remind me. I might pick it up. Play Desert Bus as a punishment. So does it really start in only 2 hours? Are you serious? Is it only in 2 hours? Dan says Night of Champions starts in 2 hours. Is it really only 2 hours? I'm probably not going to be able to watch until after tomorrow night's stream, guys. What's that? Did you hear that? Oh, I don't know. Thought I heard something. Guile doesn't feel out of place. Well, you know, I think what Guile... You know how you could fit this into the storyline? What Guile is doing right now is he's hitting the streets, and being a military man, he is punishing these gangs that are out in the street past curfew. We now have military law on the streets, and people are out past curfew, and now Guile is dishing out some street military justice to everybody. So yes. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to watch it until, I think what I might do is I might get up in the morning and we can quickly start skimming it while we order breakfast. Yeah. Thank you, Super. This one's actually not a Mugen. This one's actually a straight ROM hack from the Sega Genesis ROM. I know what Mugens are. This one's actually a ROM hack. You forgot that's in Saudi Arabia. I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. It was a big relief to see SmackDown and how electric the crowd was. Like, it was a very, very good SmackDown crowd, honestly. They really got into it. I don't know if it's because they were threatened violence if they didn't get into it, but either way, they got into it. Everyone seemed to be genuinely happy to see the show. $5 AM for Australia, so 2 AM. No, we'll be long asleep. We'll just watch some of it with breakfast. We have to order breakfast before the stream anyway, so... I probably won't come on until probably 10. That'll give us an hour and a half to get breakfast, quickly skim through the show. We'll fast forward through the boring bits. Yeah, they've been doing that since they've been going to Saudi in 2018. It's just been normal. Wow, they've got high hopes of Julia, hey? Julia with the big win. Yeah, there has. Someone in the stream taught me that, Jared. I'd like to say that I'm clever and I found it myself, but someone in the stream taught me that. Super Earther says Final Fight Gold is really good. Yes, it is. There are a couple different versions of Final Fight Gold, and some run better than others, so I have to find the good one. But it is pretty good. I like playing as Chun-Li in that game. There's a game called Final Fight Gold. It's a Beta Rage fan game, and you can play Street Fighter characters in Final Fight. It's pretty good. Yeah, I've streamed it many years ago. My ass cheeks are hurting in this chair, babe. I just thought I'd tell you. I don't know, but my ass cheeks are hurting. From tomorrow, I might put a cushion on here. Yeah, sore ass cheeks. Everyone, sore ass cheeks. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. The problem is she feeds me so much, so as I put on weight, more pressure of my ass goes down on this. See, this seat's a double-edged sword. This has actually got a nice back and it's good for my posture, but the bottom of it's really hard. Ass cheek. I might get calluses on my butt and then it won't hurt so much in a week. But then by a week we'll be out of here. And so Super Earther says he actually uses an acupuncture mat for your bad back. Really? I usually do get back pain when I sit and stream for long periods of time, but this chair's comfortable, honestly. I don't know what it is about this chair, but it's just a basic ass chair, but it's comfortable. Once again, thank you for watching, guys. As I said, we did Punch Out. We're now doing Streets of Rage. We're going to finish with a couple F-Zero races as well. Then, I don't know how many of you guys like old school EDM, but I'm going to be uploading a beach rave video of Sasha's Ecuador. And it's completely remixed inside Mario Paint Music Maker. So that's going to be uploaded before bed. And if you guys got the chance to check that out, that would be totally amazing, actually. Yeah, we're doing alright here today. I'm going to use the specials a bit more. Timmy Parker, good to see you. You that people that has I don't even know what that stands for, Quincy. Care to elaborate? I don't do acronyms very well. What does that mean? Abbreviations, whatever. I mean, I don't know why people would be walking around here in those shirts, Quincy. I mean, if you're going to crack a joke, at least make it make sense, bro. Otherwise, you're going into Banako territory. There you go, look at that, guys. We're giving out free circumcisions today. Free brisses. Alright, out we go. That looks like a big giant sphincter on the wall now and its head's gone. I just thought I'd mention that. Cool. So I think the boss is just around this corner, but we should be able to do the boom kick. That should be enough to clean him up, I think. Look how OP Guile is. It's pretty nuts, eh? 3 boom kicks should cover it. Three boom kicks. What's this coupon for again, babe? Present this coupon at the... Oh, that's right, because you said it's for Thai beer or coffee or tea. On a rainy day, we'd go. There you go. We got a free beer or coffee here, guys, everybody. Look at that. We have to get the money worth. Oh, is it just discount? Oh, wait, we get discount every time we shop or just one time? Oh, what the fuck the point of that? What the fuck's the point of that? I save 10 baht on a beer? Alright, yeah, great. What can I get with 10 baht? 1 piece of sushi. Alright, sure. I thought I was going to get money worth. Oh. I think the discount's not even worth the paper that it was written on. Look at me snobbing a discount. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm not usually that entitled, but I'm being pretty entitled today. There we go. As I said, playing as Guile in this is so fun. This game doesn't drag out. It's actually really quick with this character. I said, if you're playing like Streets of Rage 2 with like an Axel or a Max or something like that, you're looking at 45 to 50 minutes. With Guile here, we're probably going to beat this in 30 minutes flat, everybody. It's me quite quick. You still have to do Streets of Rick Rage at some point, babe. Skyfall, good to see you. Never seen this one. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're a relatively new member of the Sunbish Army, and forgive me for forgetting, Skyfall, because it feels like you've been a part of our family already for a long time now. But yeah, and I've thrown this one on a few times back in the day. This is probably my favourite mod of Streets of Rage, and there's a good few that I like. No, I'm not streaming on TikTok. I might stream on TikTok tomorrow, but we'll see. Streets of Rage 4 has infinite combos. I didn't even know that there was infinite combos. I thought they might have been capped. I didn't realize they were infinite. How you going, RJ? A very good morning to you too, bro. I appreciate you being in here. We actually have to, it's almost bedtime. Well, almost bedtime. It's about 9 p.m. But we have to be disciplined for the rest of the night and make sure we don't eat, because we were fat fucks for breakfast and for lunch today. We ate so much food. We made the mistake of going to like the food court markets and just picked up a bunch of, because we already ate a big breakfast. You saw us last night. And then we picked up a bunch of junk for lunch. And now we're like, oh damn, we can't eat until the morning now. We'll start looking like Humpty Dumpty. No, I'm only mowing through this, man. I'm playing on the most casual difficulty you can in this. I'm not playing for skill today. I'm playing for the... I love the experience of, with beat 'em ups. The way I explain it is I just like the experience of being able to slap bitches in 1 or 2 punches and just absolutely own the streets and kick ass. What I don't like about high difficulty in beat 'em ups is it takes 50 punches to knock a motherfucker out, and I don't have the patience or time for that this morning. So we actually played a really hard beat 'em up last night called POW. I don't know if you saw it, but all those some bitches took 10 plus hits to punch to kill, and it was just getting so tedious. It was just like, oh man. But we beat it. POW, dude, I got absolutely humbled in that game. Yeah, I don't look. I'll admit most, not all beat 'em ups, but most beat 'em ups I don't play on a high difficulty. I like to feel like I kick ass. It's just the way I find it fun. Especially with guy, look at this man, Sonic booming and freaking Cyclone kicking everybody. I've actually even got a mod of this game with Robocop, but that's just pushing it too far. Yeah, I agree. The sweet spot for a beat 'em up's about 40 minutes, and unless it's an exceptional beat 'em up like Shredder's Revenge, which is one of the only the few that gets a pass, 2 hours is usually way too long. Streets of Rage 4 gets a pass, but only just. But yeah, on manic difficulty, this would probably take an hour and a half. Yeah, Ninja Spirit's a pretty tough one too, actually. Would you class Ninja Spirit as a beat 'em up or an action game? But Ninja Spirit was tough. I wonder why all these fools aren't using the axes on the wall. Look at this, we've got these big chunky axes on the wall, and none of these gangbangers are using the axe. Or they probably don't need to because they've got that pipe bomb. Look at that pipe bomb. It's a CM Punk pipe bomb, everybody. Babe, I ate hours ago and I've still got the hiccups from lunch. Dude, I've got the worst indigestion from lunch. I'm hiccuping from my lunch, which I ate 5 hours ago. Hey, look, it's just all part of the journey that is one coin only. Sometimes I'll play games on a pro level, and sometimes I like to play on little Jimmy Basic Fish settings. Depends on the game. It's a fighting game like Sengoku. Well, I know what Sengoku is. I think I used to like Sengoku a lot more as a kid than I do now. Yeah, Karnov is brutal. The NES version of Karnov is a little bit more forgiving, but not by much. I think the food coma is starting to hit me, babe. Lucky I only got one more game after this. How you going, Kimmy? It's lovely to see you. Welcome back in. How you doing? Thank you for coming in, Kimmy. I hope you're lovely. Thanks for being in here. How is your weekend looking, Kimmy? How's work? Everything alright at that end? I love how small the end game of this is, by the way. Level 6 is not long, level 7 not too long, level 8 very short. Longest part of this game is definitely the first 5 levels. You haven't got enough sleep yet. When's your next day off? Are you going to be able to catch up on some rest? You know what it sounds like, Kimmy? You might need to have your favourite snack and put yourself in the food coma. Do I watch any Thai kickboxing when I'm over here? Nah, not really, hey. We want to eventually, we just haven't. You know, we're not actually in an area with kickboxing right now anyway. Doesn't most of the kickboxing happen in like Chiang Mai, Phuket and Bangkok, babe? And we're not really in a kickboxing area here. We're in a sort of a semi-major city, but it's like a smaller major city here. It's like a big little city. I guess you could say this is like, I don't know, like a Reno or something. Kimmy says I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Is that every week, is it? How you going, Kat? Lovely to see you, Banako. You know what, Banako? It's even lovely to see you too, Cunny. Thank you for coming in. How you doing, Banako? You well? Super Earther says watch out for lady boys. Well, we'll have to tomorrow because we're actually having lunch at one more time. We don't forget to upload videos of our adventures in Thailand, and tomorrow we are eating at a Ladyboy restaurant. So we're actually going to have a big lunch, a big meal at a Ladyboy restaurant. So you can experience it for yourselves, everybody. Maybe there's none on duty, but you know, I'll let everyone know. Maybe they'll be here, maybe they won't be here. But yes. I think it'll be really, really good, to be honest, because everyone's always like, oh, ladyboys trying to prey on dudes on the street. These are just lovely, regular ladies just blending in with society, cooking great food for everybody. So it would actually be a really good video to sort of go against the stereotype too, I think, babe, to be honest. Yes. There are certainly some girls that do the wrong thing like that, but they're in the tourist destinations where guys are looking for trouble anyway. So fuck those dudes. How you going, Jeremy? Good to see you. And so I bet you, Banako, I heard it's very hot this time of year where you're at. Super Earther says I was offered a free ticket to one of the shows and I didn't have the courage. Dude, it's really not a big deal, hey. It's not a big deal. They do cabarets all the time. Go have a dinner and watch them dance. It's fine. Patrick says I like to chill and watch kickboxing on TV at the hotel. Well, it's on at Moe's house, but her dad's watching it. And, so Jared says breakfast was done a while ago. Apparently I had to go get me a slice of blueberry bread and a glass of strawberry milk. You sound like Kurt Angle. I'm going to get a glass of milk and then I'll pop 5 Viagra. No, do you remember that promo from The Rock about Kurt Angle? I'm going to get a big glass of milk. I love it. Man, you're never too old to enjoy a strawberry milk. It's all good, Jared. You're never too old to enjoy a milk. Hey, I had a milk today. I had like a Milo. I had a milk today. Yeah. One coin only shouldn't be throwing stones in glass houses. Yeah, I had a milk. Wasn't strawberry though. I could have had the pink one. Jared says I'm having milk because it's too early for beer. Nah, that's never too early for beer. I think the earliest chug a mug I've done has been about 8:45 in the morning. We need to break the record, guys. I chugged a mug earlier than 8:45. I think we can beat it because while I'm in Thailand, I start at 8:30. Super Earther says they got your pal drunk and he ended up sleeping with... Oh, right. Okay, well that does happen. But there are things that you could do to protect yourself from that. There are things you could do to protect yourself from that. But I'm not going to mention them on the stream. But it just takes a little bit of worldliness. But there are things you can do to protect yourself from that. And it doesn't happen often. There we go, almost up to F0, everybody. So we'll quickly do Queen League. Thank you to everyone who came in. How you going, Captain BS? Thank you for being in here this morning. Good to see you again, legend. How did you sleep? Did you get enough rest? Is that it? Oh no, his mate's coming down now. Like, what's happening there? I think he's on a timer. So we beat those other dudes so quick he was on a timer. We're waiting for him. Alright. You were told Earthbound is a good game. I mean, if you like text-based RPGs, then not text-based RPGs, sorry, 16-bit RPGs with text boxes for the dialogue, then you're probably going to really like Earthbound. It's got a bit of a cult following. I think people either really love Earthbound or hate Earthbound. I don't get what the fuss is about personally, to be honest. Oh, good, Captain BS. I'm happy to hear, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. There you go. We're taking out Roman Reigns. Have you guys seen the promo picture for... I don't know if it was the real promo picture, but Akuma doesn't even look like Roman Reigns. I saw Jason Momoa as Blanca, 50 Cent as Balrog, and Akuma didn't look like Roman Reigns. I don't know if it was a real promo poster or not. Oh, dude, I'm avoiding that this year, Jeremy. I'm on a little bit of a budget at the moment. Hey, I usually love to absolutely annihilate the Steam Summer Sale. Maybe I'll spend 50 bucks. But I'm pushing it. I can't spend more than that. Bit of a tight one this month. Just poor timing. Oh. Once again, homies, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget, thumbs up go a long way. Thanks, homies. So, yeah, we're about to do, oh, we got some cola here. I'm going to have a sip of Pepsi, everybody. Feeling a bit parched as, bro. I love the music in this section. Thank you, Super Earth. We did well. There you go. We just saved Adam. Way to go, Adam. We should be singing Enrique, I'll Be Your Hero, baby, because we saved him. But okay, let's load F-Zero now. We'll do F-Zero Ultimate Edition. And yeah, we're just going to do the Queen League on normal difficulty, guys. And there we go. Queen League on standard. So let's see how we go on here today. Because we were using Guile, bro. Don't forget I was cheating. I was using Guile. I just wanted to mow through fools. Don't worry, I'm playing this one on a higher difficulty today. Not playing every. Don't forget I beat Punch Out. And then I'm not playing this on basic difficulty. Stop commenting about how easy the other game is. I get it. It was on easy. Jeez. I don't play everything on super duper fuck your life up difficulty. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Edition of F-Zero that's got all the Japanese tracks as well, which is pretty neat. Mute City number 2. Still challenging. We're going to use these boosts now to go over the dirt. Alright, there it is. There you go, just use the boost there. So we should be getting a little bit of leeway now. You're a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. I didn't realize you were that massive a fan of Dragon Ball Z. Although I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, cool. How long have you been watching Dragon Ball for, Cat? You don't have to be ashamed to be a bunch of nerds in here, by the way, guys. Don't feel embarrassed to talk about things like Dragon Ball Z. I never watched it myself, but I watched plenty of other nerdy cartoons and anime growing up. So Brian says that's your favourite? You guys got every right to like what you like. And so you got the Dragon Ball 3 DVD movie box set. I've never really seen the series. That's interesting that you got the movies and not this. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Alright, let's go again. This one we should be fine. I love the variety of tracks in the Queen League. I feel like the Queen League's very balanced. The Night League just too easy. The Queen League sort of like eases you into the difficulty. Just doing little things like avoiding the magnets here and stuff. It's a good league. I'm going to go pretty boost crazy at the end. I think that'll be my strategy. Dude, I can't do much if this some bitches keep blocking my path, bro. Now we got a race on our hands. It's pretty challenging. I wish you could take out the other rival cars. They could take you out, but they have infinite health, I think. Alright, we're going to use the boost here. There you go. So, alright, cool. Did I knock the pink car off? I think I just knocked the pink car off. We'll find out. I felt like I did. I'll be right with you guys. David says he had scrambled eggs and some other stuff. We're going to read that in a second. Damn it, Dave. It sounds... I mean, we had pretty good breakfast, but you might have beaten us. No, actually, no, you didn't. Pork for breakfast is better. I can't believe how big our breakfast was. We had sticky rice and 25 pork skewers. I ate most of them. Alright, I think we got one more lap. Alright, it's time to get a boost going here. Oh, dude. Nah, man. Well, we're going to have 2 boosts for the final lap, and we're going to use one now. There we go. I'll use the other one at the end. This is starting to get a bit tricky now. Oh, please don't. The back markers are always getting in the way, though, man. Dude, they're always getting in the way. Alright, we gotta... Okay, we can salvage second place at least. This is actually your favorite version of F-Zero. I love playing this. I mean, I guess F-Zero 99 on the Switch made me fall in love with this version all over again. So, yeah. Hey, look, so far so good. Hey, Wieldy Run, thank you for coming in, legend. How's everything, bro? But by the way, James, I've got another music clip going up tonight. I know you like the old school jam, so I just thought I'd let you know. How's your morning looking? You got a big day ahead? There's not an F-Zero game that I don't like. But I love how well this plays for such a classic game. I feel like F-Zero on Super Nintendo is more fun to play than Mario Kart, honestly. Oh, that was a little bit of a close call, but we can... I'm going to use a boost here. There you go. Redemption. That's alright. We redeemed ourselves. You're getting a Switch too. I'm going to read that in a second, Kat. I'm not waiting this long. You're going to ask for it. Oh, so who are you going to ask for it then? Who's going to buy it for you? Oh, I want to know who's going to buy it for you, and then they can buy me games too. I got a SpongeBob game. Yeah, I don't know if you know Ecuador by Sash, but I'm doing Ecuador this time, and I've made like a beach rave party video, and I'm just fine tuning it now. It's turned out really good, so I'm just gonna fix all that and upload it. Yeah, should end up going pretty good. Hopefully only an hour of work after this, and I can do it before bed. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, well, you can see right here that this is not my strongest track, everybody. I'm playing some ping pong at about 400 kilometers an hour, everybody. Boy. Don't mind me, guys. I just got my concentration face on. Racing games, yes. The moment I turn and respond, I hit a wall. It's like ping. It really is like ping pong, isn't it, Super Earther? What was that? Probably my sister. I'm thinking you're gonna get your sister to buy you a freaking Switch 2. Damn, you're lucky. That's awesome. Yeah, you're lucky. That's awesome. That's so awesome. There. Dude, I do one worse than that, by the way. I sometimes end up flying off the track because what happens is sometimes mid-air a car will knock you off the track. It's a bit of a headache. Yeah. I've got one. I was going to bring it to Thailand, but I didn't end up bringing it with me because I haven't bought any games for it yet, apart from Mario Kart. I don't regret getting one, though. Do you like the GameCube classics? Yeah, right. Alright, homies. I think we got one more track left. Let's bring it home, everybody. Yeah, I wish they, I get why they only started with 3 GameCube, classics, because they're going to periodically leak more of them out. But, I mean, it would have been nice if they at least started with, like, 10 of them. You know, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to leak them out slowly so people stay subscribed for longer. I understand the business tactic, but, I mean, start launching with 3. I'm kind of like, come on, dude. You could have given us 10. Mario Strikers, the GameCube. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That will be cool. That will be better than the freaking Switch one that we got, that I played once and didn't look back. I'm really looking forward to that, Captain BS. This game is fantastic. Just a nice little quick hitter stream today, guys. I've got work to do, but I would have stayed on for longer, actually, but I ended up streaming for over 5 hours last night. Alright, well, we made her over that bridge. So often you get knocked away from your momentum, and I crash halfway through that bridge more often than I care to admit. Now, we should probably use a boost here, which I just have. Because now we got to make sure we don't hit any of these damn back markers on the damn bridge. Dude, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Damn, my tactic just, yeah. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Now we've got a back marker before this freaking bridge, but we made it. Alright, we just have to survive one more lap. One more lap, baby. Let's go. Oh, boy. Alright, we're home. That was the hard bit. Let's do a nice big boost here. That's what's up. Cat, you're drawing too. You should totally buddy up with Payron and collab with him. He's a very passionate drawer, that guy. You should totally buddy up with him. Thank you, Super Earther. I appreciate you. Yeah, once again, thank you very much for coming in, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I can't stay on for longer. But, yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, do a few games. I'll be back on for a proper stream tonight. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.